Hello. Welcome back to my channel. So, a few days ago, I stepped into something unfamiliar. I have always been someone who paints landscapes, skies, trees, and quiet moments, but this time I decided to try something that I have avoided for years, that is, drawing animals. What started as a small experiment ended up becoming something much more meaningful. It was not just about drawing, but also about learning and unlearning and being okay with not knowing few things. I began drawing with the basics, trying to simplify animal forms into shapes like circles, ovals, squares, etc. At first, it felt clumsy, frustrating as well. My hand was not in sync with what I was imagining. My animal drawings were not perfect, but they were turning out much better than what I had expected in the initial stage. And that gave me a bit of confidence. So, with that small confidence, I wanted to try something bigger. So, I picked lion. I thought, let me push myself a little more. I don't know why exactly, but in my mind, lions felt like this ultimate challenge. They are strong, bold, expressive, and drawing them felt scary but exciting. So I opened a fresh page in my sketchbook just for lions, and I thought maybe I'll try drawing them in different angles. And I was expecting something cool to happen. I sketched the first lion. The structure was decent. The head was roughly where it should be. The body shape made sense. But when I looked at it, it felt empty. No life, no tension, no emotion. There was a sense of void, and I did not like how it was turning out. I kept erasing and redid the facial features just so I could get it right. A little disappointed, I moved on to the second lion, thinking I would do better here. But sadly, no luck. I was getting the same results. That's when the old voice in my head started speaking up again. I could hear voices like, go back to landscapes, you're not made for this. You're not talented enough to draw animals. It will take a lot of effort for you to learn because you're not talented. All these voices started creeping in. And let me be honest, I almost believed that voice again. Because I think we have all gotten so used to quick results. We want everything to be achieved in an instant because of these quick reels, 30 seconds videos that we watch. We want everything to happen within a minute. We watch these 10-15 second reels and crave for instant gratification. We see these day 1 to day 100 transformation reels in 30 seconds and expect some miracle to happen in our life as well. We are in a world where groceries get delivered in 10 minutes. Everything happens so quickly. And somewhere in that noise, I forgot what real learning actually feels like. Isn't it supposed to be slow, repetitive, and messy? I had to pause myself and remind that learning takes time. Think about how we learned to write alphabets and numbers as kids. We didn't wake up one day knowing how to write alphabets and numbers. We traced it multiple times, and some alphabets looked ugly. didn't even look like alphabets. I remember I took several days to learn just the alphabet B. I would write it in a reverse manner. My mother made me write it repetitively for several days. My entire family remembers how difficult it was for me to learn to write the alphabet B. Seems like I was a slow learner. Anyway, everyone has their own learning journey. Same is with the numbers. It took forever to remember the order. And no one rushed us in that process. No one said, "You have been trying this for 3 days. Why aren't you writing sentences yet?" We were allowed to learn slowly. So why don't we give ourselves that grace now? So I told myself, it is okay if the lion doesn't look fierce or powerful yet. It is okay if the eyes look a little lost. Let me just focus on the basics for now. Let me understand how the body curves, how the legs bend. Let me practice more and get better at it day by day. I don't have to rush through the process. And by the way, I didn't start learning to draw animals because I wanted to become a wildlife artist or anything like that. I just wanted to get over my fear of drawing animals and also be able to include some decent animal figures in my landscape painting. If someone looks at my artwork and says, "Oh, hey, that's a lion," or "Is that a giraffe in the distance?" If I get to hear that, then I think I've done my job well. Honestly, I think I'm at a point where I can confidently tell the difference between lion and a donkey. And for now, that's enough for me. Maybe in the future, I'll learn about animal anatomy and how to capture the emotions, the tension in the body, and everything about that. But for now, I'm happy with how it is going. Soon I'll try to include some animals in my landscape painting. Let's see how it goes. I have also realized that I don't have to start from scratch. I already know how to handle light and shadow thanks to my landscape work. I understand softness, depth, atmosphere, tonal values, and all that. I know how to make something appear near or far. I know to create the illusion of depth. So I can use that in animal painting as well. Even if the form of the animal isn't perfect, I can still create mood in my artwork. And that counts for something, right? And that made me feel more at ease. Like, okay, I may not know the anatomy yet, but I know how to bring a little life into it. I also reminded myself that small wins still count. A few weeks ago, I wouldn't even have tried drawing a lion or any other animal. I would have just skipped the idea completely. But now I'm doing it. Are they perfect? Not at all. But when I look at them, I can say, "Hey, that's a lion, I made that." And that's something I'm proud of. I think we forget to pause and notice how far we have come, even if it is just a little step forward. If you're someone who's been putting something off because it feels scary or too hard, this is just me saying, try it, go for it. You don't have to be amazing at it. You don't have to show anyone or prove anyone anything. Just give yourself a chance to explore it. It could be drawing, it could be writing or singing or whatever you want to do, or learning something new. Whatever it is, take that smallest step, that's more than enough. Learning something from scratch can feel like walking in the dark. You try and things don't look right. You compare yourself. You want to give up. But please remember, everyone feels that way at some point. You are not alone. You don't have to get it all right on day one. You just have to keep showing up. That's the real courage. I'm still drawing awkward lions. Some of them still look like confused cats, but I'm not giving up. I'm continuing to learn animals. I've learned that real progress isn't about being perfect, it is about showing up for yourself. It's about being okay with the messy middle and not quitting just because something takes time. So, yeah, thank you for listening to my story. If you're going through something similar, I would love to hear about it. Drop a comment or just say hi. And if you took even one small step this week, I hope you are proud of it. Okay, so I'll see you soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye.